Alright, man. Maybe we can get some breakfast. What time do people eat breakfast here? 6.
But depend on the weather. If weather is raining, maybe 7 or 8.
Keeps giving me more wine. Really, really bad. For real. Hmm?
Không khỏe.
No, it's okay. He keeps trying to get me to sleep, but I'm trying to stay awake with him. I just witnessed him lay down, and I thought he was going to close his eyes. They just remained open. And then after 5 minutes, he sat back up again. And then he's just sitting here on the side of the bed. Guy doesn't sleep. Update, it is 4:41 now. My friend Hui has fallen asleep, and it's just me and Mr. Nop. I don't know what he's doing now. He's making a fire. Still raining outside. This guy doesn't stop. Doing the Asian squat. We're just chilling. We can't talk to each other, but as I always say, everybody smiles in the same language. Somehow we can just sit here and look at each other and get along. It's pretty cool. Update, it is 5:39 in the morning. The sun is coming out, and I made it. Clearly he made it. I actually barely made it. I'm so tired that I might have lost her words. He came inside and I wondered what he was doing. Sneakily taking more shots. You know, my life is always so go, go, go. And so it's really kind of nice to hit the brakes and just sit here and do nothing. Literally. I keep thinking to myself in my head, like, what are we going to do next? The sunrise just came out. It's 6:15 in the morning. But the answer is nothing. We're just going to sit here and look around. Wait. What's up, bro? I think he's talking to me about getting coffee, but I don't understand. Ask him if he wants to go to breakfast with us.
Quy à? Quy à?
Too early for him.
Mà thấy thì xuống ngoài này là...
Too early, he doesn't sleep.
Early for breakfast for him.
Bye bye. In the blink of an eye, he just left to go feed his chickens at one of his other houses. So I might go get some breakfast and take a nap. I'm tired. Bye bye. And back into the rain we go. The poncho game is strong in Vietnam. It's always raining, and they're always on motorbikes. It's amazing how early everybody wakes up and eats breakfast in Vietnam. It's like 6:10 a.m. and there's a giant bowl of pho being prepared. Wow, look at this bowl, man. Oh man. Oh, that is so tasty. It's not very often that I meet superhumans. One of them was Wim Hof for his ability to withstand sub-zero temperatures. Another was Dan Meyer, the guy who can swallow multiple swords at once. And then there's Sultan Kosan, the tallest man on Earth. But something is extra unique about the sleepless man. I came here to investigate and see if it's actually true. Does he sleep or not? And my conclusion is both yes and no. He says he doesn't sleep, but I believe that he does lay down sometimes, but his body turns off, but his brain doesn't turn off. I think his brain is always going, and that is just absolutely surreal. It seemed pretty clear to me that the war has had a major impact on Mr. Nop's sleepless condition, but I wonder if we will find out if this is the truth. I also think that he just doesn't need as much sleep as we do to function normally. He's out here living life, working 2 jobs, and he's super busy. It is obvious that 2 secret ingredients help keep him going, and that is rice wine and cigarettes. And a lot of both. After spending 2 days with him, I'm going to assume that he smokes 70 cigarettes a day and drinks half a liter of rice wine per day. All in all, I am so happy I came out here to meet him, and this is really a story about Vietnamese hospitality. I showed up at their doorstep unannounced with nothing planned, and he and his wife welcomed me in with open arms, cooked me food, gave me a place to crash, and to show my appreciation, I gave Mr. Nulp $500 that he can hopefully use to go to a hospital to get healthy. In any regard, thank you for being here and watching this story. I think it's one of the most special ones I've ever told, and my stories are just getting more and more epic. So subscribe if you want to join me on my adventures around every country, and I will see you in the next video.
This is one of the most dangerous people in hip-hop, Suge Knight, who many were afraid of in the 90s. But there are people out there who never feared Suge. One of them is 50 Cent. When 50 Cent was filming his legendary music video for In the Club, out of nowhere, Suge Knight showed up.
Suge came in with 30 Mexicans, like you said, which is weird.
Okay, it was like, Suge's outside! Suge's outside! Everybody like, it was running, dropping shit, like, man, everybody going, I'm in front of the camera like this.
50 was like, what's up, man? What you want to do?
Bang him.
And Suge looked at him, and he took a puff of his cigar, and he blew it out, and he did like this, and he left.
Eminem came back with the vest. Yeah, Eminem was outside with it. Shout out to Eminem. Dre wasn't outside, 50 wasn't outside, but Eminem was outside.
50 trolled Suge Knight, who is now behind bars, for how much effort he spent to get his artist out of prison. Suge once helped his artist who got into trouble. One time he paid $1 million bail for Snoop. In the documentary, he told how he helped Snoop and Dre, saying that they were his people. 50 trolled him, saying, "Fat boy looked out for guys on the low." In general, let's go in order of events, starting with the beef with Ja Rule, as 50 spoke about how it all began in his book, From Pieces to Weight. A friend of mine robbed Ja Rule. That's how the beef originally started. My man robbed him for a chain, and then this guy named Brown came and got the chain back for Ja. Later, Ja saw me in a club with the kid who robbed him. I went over to say what's up to Ja, and he acted like he had a problem with me. But I'm not the one who robbed him. Though Ja later confirmed the robbery did happen, he denies he ever saw 50 with the man who robbed him.
And so 50 used that
as his end to have something to say about me. You feel what I'm saying?
Ja also claimed 50 was pissed about Murder Inc.'s founder Irv Gotti passing on the opportunity to sign 50 to the label before his first album was released. In general, everything led up to 50 Cent's releasing his diss track, Life's on the Line.
Murder, fuck around and leave you. Murder, I don't believe you.
In 2000, they got into a fight at an Atlanta nightclub where they were both scheduled to perform. Apparently, 50 Cent had Ja Rule's chain, which was returned in exchange for 2 watches. Sometime later, Ja Rule found 50 Cent's whereabouts and flew into the New York studio where 50 was stabbed. At the beginning, 50 did not realize that he was stabbed. And when he returned home, Curtis's grandma told him to go to the hospital. 50 Cent then released the controversial track Ghetto Quran. The track's lyrics mention several characters 50 remembers from his formative years in Queens, including Kenneth McGriff and his nephew Gerald Prince Miller of the 80s drug game Supreme team.
Supreme was the businessman and Prince was the killer. Remember, he used to push the bulletproof BM.
Reportedly, Kenneth McGriff, aka Supreme, one of New York's top drug dealers, ordered Daryl Baum to kill 50 Cent. But all came to it, Supreme was on Ja's side. In total, Daryl shot him 9 times, but 50 managed to survive.
Many men wish death upon me, Lord.
A few weeks later, Daryl was murdered, and Supreme received a life sentence in 2007. Now, back to Ja Rule. After 50 Cent was able to write music again, he released the first hit of his career, Wanksta.
I'll tell you personally, the Murder Inc., the people that you see like Irv, Ja, the people that are involved in the business aspect are bitches. Like, these niggas don't got no hood. And that's the whole wankster thing. Say you a gangster, but you never nothing. You say you a wankster, and you need to stop.
It is believed that the track is aimed at Ja Rule specifically. Fifth said that it's a diss toward any fake gangster. He then added that Ja fits the bill. 50 Cent's credibility was put on the line after Irv Gotti alleged that 50 had signed an order of protection against him and Ja Rule. 50 denied it, and it didn't really affect his image. Turns out that the order was issued, however, but was issued on behalf of Fifth by the police. After such accusations, 50 Cent released The Future Is Now with G-Unit.
So now he's funding the police. Now they're not only protecting him, they're a part of his gang. He's funding it. He's paying the guys that are around him now, and he's giving them good bread. I've heard the numbers.
Who I need order protection from, nigga? Your little, oh man, you motherfuckers.
And then, in the debut album Get Rich or Die Tryin', in the song Back Down, the following diss lines were aimed at Murder Inc. and Ja, respectively.
Maybe I'm so disrespectful, cause to me you're a mystery. I know niggas from your hood, you have no history.
You like gyro too, right?
No.
Yeah, you do.
No.
You be dancing to that.
I'm not dancing to that.
You be liking that.
Okay.
That's not hip hop. That's R&B.
If you think
shit.
that I'm dancing to that, we can meet in the club tonight and you see what I'm dancing.
After that, Ja Rule released a diss track targeting 50 Cent, in which he also had a reference to Eminem, where he offended Marshall's daughter.
Your mother's a crackhead and Kim is a known slut, so what's Haley gonna be when she grows up?
The reason for this was that Ja was mad at M for signing a contract with 50. After that, Eminem intervened in the beef, where him and 50 trolled their enemy, saying that he would never become the next Tupac. Ja Rule's diss track, called Guess Who Shot Ya, is also worth highlighting.
You'll die slow but calm. Recognize my face so there won't be no mistakes.
And so, in 2013, Ja Rule admitted defeat in the beef he had with 50 Cent. And here he explains why that happened.
For us, as far as we didn't have a label as a home anymore. You understand? There was a lot of things that were falling apart for us. It was easy for him to get people to turn on.
Bulldoze.
Right. Murder Inc. is in the building. They're not going to perform this year. M's not going to perform. So now as the fans look, they're like, yo, this dude is really crushing them. Like, they don't even show up at the awards no more.
After the beef they had together, Ja Rule's career began to go downhill. But the guys continued to tease each other from time to time. The most legendary act of trolling that hit Ja was when 50 made fun of Ja Rule's concert ticket prices and said he bought 200 tickets to his show.
first 4 rows in this concert?
Yeah, they was like on Groupon for $15. It wasn't a big deal. When you come and there ain't nobody in the front seats, you gotta still perform like everybody's here.